Hi, so today I'm just going to show you how I do my eyebrows. I do them pretty much every day, and as you can see, my natural eyebrows are super not there. So, yeah. So I'm going to be using the Champagne and Caviar NYX palette, and I use this dark matte brown. I used to use this Shiseido one, and it's in deep brown, and I used to use the brown one. As you can see, it's the one that's, you know, used up, but I don't know, for some reason I like the NYX shadow better. So it's kind of weird, but it's my face, I don't really care. I just go like that so that the angled brush is at its very thinnest, and I do use a flat angled brush. This one's by Ego Tools, and I like it because it's long, so you have, you know, you can hold it, and it's also very small, so you have a lot of control. Alright, so I just take a little bit of that shadow, and then I don't start in the the front of my brow, I guess, but I start right here where the brow usually would be its thickest or darkest or whatever, because then you're less likely to mess up. You don't have to lick your brush, it just looks better for me if I do. And then, you know, the more you go, the less product will be on your brush, obviously. So that's when I'll start moving inward a little bit, like that. Because that's probably the trickiest part, is just the right here, because you don't want it to be super thick, but you still want it to be defined, because you don't want it to be, your eyebrows to, you know, be too far apart or whatever. So I just take some time with that. And then once I get to the arch, I'm really careful about this. I just slowly arch it out. I don't just go down because I don't want it to be like a kind of check mark type thing, so I try and round it out a little bit. And this is definitely like not a filling in your already natural brow to make it look a little thicker and just going with your natural shape. This is going with your natural shape, but basically drawing them on almost. You're filling them in definitely, but you're almost drawing them on, because this is how I do it, and it's really dark, and I like it a lot. It makes a big difference. It frames my face so much better. Alright, so once it's like not too pointy, I guess you could say, I kind of like to round it out a little bit more, and then I extend the end of it. Because I like my brow to be a little bit longer than it naturally is. And then see how it's kind of a little thicker? I don't really like that, so I just kind of like wipe it a little bit where I don't want it, and then just kind of put that there, and there you go. And then since there isn't any hair like right at the arch sometimes for me, I'll just kind of fill that in like a little bit extra, because it sometimes looks kind of weird that it's just like the shadow and no actual hair. So I have to put a little extra product there. The tail looks kind of weird. Okay. And then on to the next one. As you can see, it makes a huge difference. Alright, and I'm not going to talk as much doing this one because it takes too long. And you can just kind of watch. so sometimes the shape isn't as perfect as I want it. I'm pretty particular about my eyebrows, so I want them like a certain shape, to look a certain way, and little things bother me about them, you know. But there you go, that's pretty much it, and on most days I'll just stop right there. But if I want them to look super perfect, I guess, sometimes what I'll do is I will get a concealer brush like this one, or just like a really flat, like densely packed one, and then you can use concealer or foundation really, but sometimes I like foundation more just because it isn't as opaque, I guess. But this is a pretty good coverage foundation. It's just the Revlon Color Stay. It doesn't really matter which one you use. And I just get a little bit on the brush like that, and then I'll put it right underneath my eyebrow and just kind of shape it how I want to cover up any you know, smears that I may have made or anything like that. And you can really kind of reshape it, honestly, if you know, do this correctly. Like, and then it makes the end way more pointy, which I personally really like, and then you can just go over that with some product, and then it makes your brow look much nicer, in my opinion. Alright, next brow. And then there you go. And then sometimes it's kind of streaky just because it's foundation, so I just kind of do that. And there you go. That's pretty much how I do my brows. And I hope you liked it.